Hi, good evening. Let's get started. I'm actually going to read off my phone the questions, so if my phone gets in the way, I apologize in advance for that. So, what did you learn? What I learned from this CI 149 class is that um, having access to some type of social media, if some type of in this case, website is really beneficial. The reason why is, I mean, if we really think about it, social media is really big when it comes to our generation now, and not just our generation but the younger generation. A lot of people say, oh, we shouldn't implement technology into our classrooms, but I say other hand, the reason why is, this is just one interest that most teens, if not all teens, have. Now if you could implement this into your classroom, that just means that the student's going to be interested into your classroom, which would make them more engaged into your classroom, want to learn more, want to be there more. Um, so I think it's really beneficial. That's my biggest takeaway from this class. What were your major takeaways from the content or context of this course? Again, I mean, I'm gonna reiterate. Uh, Technology is big. It's big. I mean, uploading grades, uploading lesson plans, uploading any announcements. So the biggest content of this course would have to be technology. Um, what could you implement in your classroom to help students see and use technology beyond research and writing? All right. So this one, I've actually thought about this fairly a lot. Somehow, some way, having some type of app that involves your classroom. In that app, I mean, they could open it and see their grades, any announcements, any new assignments, lesson plans. Therefore, not just the student can use them, but also the parents that want to check on their child's progress. Have any questions, they could post a question there. I'll respond as soon as possible. I think it's an easier way of communication, since a lot of parents are uncomfortable, giving out their number to, just a random teacher. I mean, it's understandable. So they could post their question there, and me as a teacher could answer as soon as possible. Now, if the question's really important and kind of more direct, then I mean, by all means, they could call me. But I mean, implementing that in your classroom, having some type of app, I think would benefit a lot. What do you learn from others that were odd to you? Oh, okay. This one is lesson plan templates. Since I'm a Kines major, a lot of my group was about two or three of my colleagues were Kines majors as well. So therefore, we have about the same lesson plan templates, since we've had the same structures at Fresno State now, being grouped with different different majors really opened my eyes to different lesson plan templates. I have always said that the more you learn, the better. I mean, the more you have in your back pocket, the better. I mean, these some of these lesson plans I actually kept for the reason that they were really simple when it comes to reading and actually doing the lessons. So I mean, a lesson plan template is a big one. How do you see your classroom website building from this? Okay, so this is kind of like a resume. I see it as a resume. We already have it made. I've always said that the hardest thing to do is to actually start something. Anything, it could be anything, not just school related. It could be anything. I think the hardest thing is to start. Now we already have our website started. One day, if once we have our classroom, I mean, we could fidget with it, and we're gonna learn in the first week, first year, what worked, what didn't. I mean, I just see it as a plus. The reason why is you're just gonna build from it. I mean, like I said, you're gonna see what worked, what didn't, what was easy for the students, what wasn't easy for the students, how to access it. Is there an easier way? Is there a more efficient way? I mean, it's just a building a block from here. Um, Include any other thoughts or ideas you have as well. Now, I'm very grateful that this class actually exposed us to this, whole website thing. Reason why I say this is, I mean, like I said in the beginning, social media is really big nowadays. I mean, everything's social media based. So if we could implement this into our classroom, that's just gonna keep the students more engaged, wanting to learn more. Um, like I said, I mean, you have to, grab their attention somehow, some way, and this is a perfect form. I mean, there's most teens have some type of social media, some type of technology based. Now implementing that into a classroom, I mean, that's just gonna want them to check their grade more, to check what they're missing. It's just an easier, more efficient way, I think. Thank you.